Welcome back to 5 Minute Knives, the channel that's crying on the inside. Today, we're going to talk about a knife that may be the new standard in survival bushcraft, and I'm talking about the White River Ursus 45 in CPM 3V steel. And this is a custom sheath I made for my buddy Ben. Here's the sheath that it originally came with the dangler and fire steel attachment. It was a little wonky, and he wanted something a little more sturdy. He commissioned me to build him this sheath in all black. I threw the gray washers on there. Here's his dangler. I reused the dangler and the fire steel attachment, but here's the knife itself. The reason y'all came here. And here she is. She's got oil on her. But man, that's a good looking sombrich right there. I hope the cameras are picking it up pretty well. I found it on DLT trading for like $254.95 plus shipping. Price is subject to change. It's got this awesome black coating on the 3V steel, which actually protected it from any light scratches during the sheath making process, as 3V is known to do. No scratches on this guy. Just a good looking knife, high saber grind, very nice edge. That 3V is going to be a harder steel, very nice for bushcrafting. This geometry, this shape, this weight, I can already tell it's a home run just from the tabletop alone. Here's the sheath one more time for Ben. Boop. I almost shipped it out to him with the stuff on the wrong side. That would have been silly. But you push off the thumb ramp, bub, and then she's out. One more time. Push off the thumb ramp, and she's out. So the knife actually comes, as is tradition with White River, with one of these nice wooden boxes with a 100% guarantee in there and some extra hardware. So very nice from White River. I like their presentation. And here is the Ursus 45 in CPM 3V. A very impressive knife, I can tell you that already. Overall length 9.5 inches. The blade length is a 4.5 inch blade. Almost all of that cutting. You do have a sharpening choil here. The ergonomics on the black micarta handle are very, very nice. Very smooth in the hand, yet grippy enough. Very good handle choice for like this style saber grip. Not bad. Here's your lanyard hole here with a nice flat pommel that you could use for your staking or whatever you needed to do if you had to. The weight's 8.3 ounces, so she's got some heft to her. And they come in a stonewash variety. I think S35 VN steel as well. But I think he did really good with the 3V in this like black coated blade. Just looks really amazing. I really like the presentation in this sheath now. I think that's just cool. And he's got a dangler option on here. So very, very nice. Thank you, Ben, for sending this one in. Now, I can already tell that this is a stud of a knife. There's not a lot it wouldn't do. As always, fit and finish with White River is awesome. Here's your hardware. Just very, very nice. So these are made in Michigan, USA, by the way. Another selling point. Medium-large mitts fits perfectly. This would fit large hands just fine. No problems. Small hands could work with it. It's a very ergonomic handle for pretty much all hand sizes, I would say. Very, very nice. No jimping. There's no jimping or anything on the back of the spine, but not needed in a blade like this. This is very, very comfy. You could work with this for a long time and probably not experience the kind of fatigue you would on a knife with lesser ergos, I would say. There is the stamp there, White River, USA, CPM 3V. This is a special edition knife. Again, I found this on DLT trading right now. So pretty cool, if you ask me. But I hope this is showing up on camera, somewhat faithfully, because this is a beautiful knife and it's just extremely comfortable in the hand. It kind of reminds me of my Lion Steel T5 in a way, but just a very different knife. Feels a little heavier than the Lion Steel. Similar blade length and shape, but very different knives. This is a stud. For the $250 and change that they're asking for this, do I think it's worth it? Hell yeah, I do. I would pick this up for sure, especially if I was more of a bushcrafter. As you guys know, I focus more on the tater digging arts, but that being said, I am meaning to get out in the woods more often this year. I haven't gone as much as I'd like since the weather got nice here in Colorado, and I do get a ration of manure for that. Oh, you don't even really use your knives. First of all, most of my knives that I show on the channel are customers' knives that they send in for a sheath, right? So the last thing I'm going to do is test them out. The other thing too is a lot of the other knives are on loan from Blade Ops, other companies send them in. My own personal knives, I just sort of give you my feedback over the years as I use them. And again, I don't get out there as often as I'd like, but you know, this is a tabletop channel to give you guys a better look at some of the knives you're thinking about buying. Also, I can report to you things like feel, weight, balance, things like that. You can deduce the rest and check out destruction videos on Joe X or something like that. I just don't have the gumption to get all that done. It wouldn't do me any good anyway. Channel's not big enough for that kind of stuff. I couldn't afford it. Go out there all the time and destroy nice knives, can't do it. But I can give you my impressions, and they're pretty solid impressions. I know a lot about knives. Minus breaking points and failure and stuff like that in the field, I can give you a good ballpark of how a knife feels, how it moves, what it's probably capable of, and its intended use. Plus we get some different angles in the lighting here. You know, it's not a still frame picture online. So I do think the tabletop channels serve a function, a valuable one. And look, if the channel blows up, I'll go out there and I'll do all sorts of videos if you want. But to be honest, when I'm, you know, on a hike or camping with friends, the very last thing I'm thinking about is work. You know, I just kind of want to enjoy myself and be out there. What I'll often do is I'll record a video when I get back and say, hey, you know, I've been using this knife out in my recent camping trip and it was great for X, Y, and Z reasons. We may do that. But I highly doubt I'm going to lug out a tripod and camera equipment and, you know, get deep into the woods and then just shoot a bunch of videos, you know, boring my friends. I'm not going to do that. So, accept the tabletop offering. Everybody thank Ben in the comments for letting us film this guy. I think it's a great knife, and I don't think it's a bad price at all. I think it's totally reasonable. I would definitely pick this up. I'm strongly considering it, even though I have like 3 knives in the same category. What an outstanding offering from White River. They just keep knocking them out of the park. I mean, this company is just really impressive with their quality control, fit and finish, use of premium materials, presentation, ergonomics, understanding of what the end client's going to want to use it for. I mean, White River, that's a hell of a company. I'm starting to become a fanboy. So let me know in the comments if you guys have any experience with the Ursus 45, and if you're going to go pick it up in the DLT Special Edition 3V variety. Other than that, I'll see you guys next week on 5 Minute Knives.